G Fuel. Just drink it, forehead. Ladies and gentlemen of the Talent Squad, this is your guide for Copperajah, one of the new Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I think this mon little bit slept on right now. My sleeve is wet. We got the fan running in the background, so I do apologize for the background noise right now. However, man, a Pokemon that is going to be making background noise right now is Copperajah. I think this thing is slept on, so we have 6 sets right here that I think you guys can run, should run, and will run in future competitive play in Sword and Shield. So without further ado, Talent Squad, you guys have been crushing the support. Show some love to the like button down below. I appreciate all you guys love and support, and let's get into it, my friends. So right off the bat, we have a rock tank set right now. Stealth Rock, EQ, Rock Slide, Iron Head, Leftovers, and Sheer Force. This is indeed a new Pokemon in the game, obviously, but it also gets Stealth Rocks. There's a new Pokemon that gets Stealth Rocks in the game, and here it is in the flesh. Stealth Rock, EQ, Rock Slide, Iron Head. Sheer Force is the ability. Sheer Force is indeed incredible. It basically gives any attack with a secondary effect 1.3 power or 30% more power. However, you don't get that secondary effect no more. So, for example, Iron Head can't flinch, and Rock Slide can't flinch. Now, you're wondering, why am I running Earthquake instead of maybe something else get boosted by Sheer Force? Well, that's because Earthquake covers opposing Steel types, as well as Fire types, as well as Rock types. I mean, you have Iron Head for Rock types. It's basically there for opposing Steel types, my friends. That's why you have Earthquake, and nothing in Copperajah's move pool really helps there. If you really want, but it's gonna be a common theme in this video. If you don't want Rock Slide, because Rock Slide is here only for flying Pokemon, you could basically just Iron Head them. Most of the time, you're not gonna be scared of flying Pokemon outside of the ones that do carry close combat. So instead of Rock Slide, what I recommend here is Power Whip. Now, if we do that, obviously Sheer Force is only boosting Iron Head. The other ability is completely useless. You don't want that. Actually, no, it's not. You go Heavy Metal. You go Heavy Metal with the what do you call it? With a Heavy Slam, but Sheer Force is going to be your go-to ability 9 times out of 10, unless you really want to run Heavy Metal and Heavy Slam. That's, again, like I said, there's plenty of things you have to do. It's very customizable. I'm just giving you guys a foundation to work with. So what does Power Up do instead of Rock Slide? Power Up covers the Water-type Pokemon and the Ground-type Pokemon now. Ground-type Pokemon, you don't got much for. You are kind of scared of them, being weak to EQ and things like that. Power Whip does give you the option to call a switch in and maybe hit a bulky water type such as Rotom Wash or another common check-in that for Copper, because Rotom Wash absolutely destroys this thing, which is why Power Up is a nice coverage move for it, and all those bulky water types in general. So I do recommend Power Up on there instead of maybe Rock Slide. Like I said, Rock Slide is cute. It is Sheer Force boosted, but that's only really helping you up against the Fire-type Pokemon, which you're probably going to switch out against anyway, and the flying types as well, but you can still just Iron Head them. It's probably the flying types are pretty frail, so I would say 2 Iron Head Sheer Force boosted with a 200 freaking attack stat Copperajah is definitely gonna take him out without a doubt. Of course, Stealth Rock is here as well because you set rocks, and you want to be as bulky and beefy as possible. So 229 HP, which is obviously Maximism there, Maximism there, and a little 4 HP in the Spadef department because you are a Steel type and you have some good resistances in general to some physical attacks. So that is why we do that right there, EV wise, my friends. If you don't like Power Up, you can go Rock Slide. You don't like Rock Slide, you can go Play Rough. Like I said, if you don't like Iron Head at all, you just want Heavy Slam and go Heavy Metal, go for it, my friends. But the sets that I really like on this bad boy, the ones I don't know which one I'm gonna run just yet, but the first AB set on Copperajah is this guy right here. Now, once again, Power Up is indeed highlighted. I think you guys can see that it's highlighted because that move is the slot I think you want to replace, or the customizable slot. Again, we're going max HP, max attack, 4 Spadef. You want your Spadef to be an even number because Assault Vest does indeed 1.5 or 50% more into your Spadef stats. So if I'm at 89, like it is right here, without the 4 points, you're not going to get the full effect. You actually lose it out on important stats. So that 4 points goes to the 90, makes it a nice even number. Half of 90 is indeed 45. Did I do math right? Yes, I did. So 45 plus 90, your new Spadef is now 135, plus having a high HP stat. You're pretty damn bulky. Move-wise, EQ once again to cover opposing steel types, to cover those fire types, to cover those rock types. However, obviously you do have Iron Head for the rock types, but it's just a nice little answer for opposing steel types. That is why you run Earthquake and opposing Copperajahs on the switch-in. Same with the Fire Poker switch-in as well. I mean, I don't know if they would, but they catch EQ, take a lot of damage. Play Rough, indeed, Sheer Force boosted. This catches the dark types, the dragon types, and anything else that fairy stab or fairy damage could deal with, my friends. It's basically mostly here because it is indeed Sheer Force boosted. You're never going to get that 10% chance to lower the attack by 1. I'm almost positive. Let me just double check real quick. Play Rough should be on here, I believe. Play Rough indeed. Yes, right there, my friend. So yes, Play Rough is indeed covered through Sheer Force. So that gets a nice little 30% boost. That's pretty good right there. Covers the old dragons and dark type Pokemon pretty well. Power Whip again, because those bulky water types and ground types in general, you know, hit them with the Power Whip. It's pretty nice to catch it with that. I definitely recommend running Power Whip over anything else, but if you don't like it, you can go Rock Slide. You don't like Play Rough, you could go Rock Slide here as well, because this could definitely be Rock Slide. If you don't like either of those, you can indeed go I don't know, let's say Superpower. However, Superpower is definitely, in my opinion, outclassed. Superpower basically covers dark type Pokemon and opposing steel type, but if you have Play Rough here, you both have opposing steel covered with Earthquake, and you do indeed have dark type covered by Play Rough, but you don't have to risk the attack and defense drop. Yes, Superpower will do more damage. It is not Sheer Force boosted because this does not count as a secondary stat. Superpower is, or Sheer Force only boosts things that happen to the opposing Pokemon, not yourself. So, for example, where the hell is it? Sheer Force, you would see right here, Superpower is not on this list. Will be nice, but it is not here, as you can see. The Snore, it goes Sludge Wave, it's in alphabetical order. Snore, Superpower be QRST, you'll be right here. It is not there, unfortunately. Would have been cute, but it is what it is, my friend. So that is why I have Play Rough and Earthquake instead of like Earthquake and Superpower. Nice little stab move there. It can hit other things as well. Obviously, it's not just there for Steel and Dark type. It could be a nice little neutral attack against normal types as well. Not neutral, but super effective against normal types. But really not worth, in my opinion. If you want to go for neutral damage, you go Iron Hand every time. You're not going to get those flinches. You're not even fast enough to utilize the flinches anyway. So Sheer Force Iron Head is going to be your best friend 9 times out of 10. While the other 3 are indeed your stab coverage's choice. Zen Headbutt, cute, is indeed Sheer Force boosted. What does that do for you compared to these moves? Not much of anything. Sure, you hit a poison type, but you got EQ for that. Sure, you hit a fighting type. You got Play Rough for that. Sure, you hit and Play Rough does more damage. So, like, I don't know, my friends. I think Zen Headbutt is out of the question as well. So that is why this Assault Vest is, Assault Vest 1 over here is the way it is. Now, I'm debating between Assault Vest 1 and Assault Vest 2. If we go to AV2, same exact thing, honestly, but instead, the EVs are a little less in the attack department. You see where we are still Adamant, but this time we have some more speed def and defense investment here, because with 84 investment, your speed def goes to 100, and now you're looking at 150 speed def plus 229 HP. You are a thick mama on that battlefield, eating up all those special attacks and being pretty damn bulky to begin with. Your speed is too slow outside of Trick Room. You're never going to outspeed anything for the most part, as it stutters some more. So speed investment is really not worth it at all. You always want your bulk, your HP, your attack 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 11, you know what I'm saying? Outside of Trick Room, that is. But Earthquake, Play Rough, Power Up, Iron Head, I think those are your 4 best coverage moves. If you ask me, you want to change it up, more power to you. For me personally, I'm going this. If it's a draft league, you drafted Copperajah on your team, maybe then you don't need Play Rough because there's no fairiness on your opponent's team. You just go Rock Slide, or you go what else is there? Maybe you need Zen Headbutt for that bulky fighting type. I don't know, but you Play Rough there. So I don't know, my friends. I think these are your 4 most consistent DPS moves you could go for right then and there. Then we got the Life Orb set over here, my friends. We're going to put Life Orb. It's basically the moves are the same. I didn't really do it just yet. But the same thing. HP, attack, will be Adamant again. Nothing too crazy here. I don't know why the IV is negative. It's kind of stupid. Let's make it or 0, I should say. Put another 4 in speed def. And then the moves are the same as AV1. However, the Life Orb, I believe, with Sheer Force, I don't think, because when you run Feraligatr with Sheer Force, the Life Orb damage doesn't accumulate because Life Orb counts as a secondary effect. Now, I know I just said that Life Orb, Sheer Force only works on things that affect your opponent and not yourself. Life Orb is the exception to that. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, my friends. But Life Orb, for example, Life Orb Ironhead, you're going to get the boost from Life Orb and Sheer Force, but you're not going to lose the HP. That is freaking incredible. Same thing goes for any move boosted by Sheer Force. However, something like Superpower, for example, will not be boosted by Sheer Force, will be boosted by Life Orb, and you will take the Life Orb damage. And I might be confusing something here, but I'm almost positive that's how it works. If I'm wrong, please correct me down below. I will make sure to answer the comment and highlight it so I don't misinform anybody. Almost positive though, like back in the day with Sheer Force Gator, with the Dragon Dance, Ice Punch, and Liquidation or Waterfall, you can't flinch. You can't get the Ice Punch freeze, but you get the Sheer Force and the Life Orb boost, and that's why Gator was so damn good with the Dragon Dance popping off. So that is a Life Orb set right there, pretty standard, same exact moves as AV1 or AV2. You want the coverage that gives you the best optimal coverage in my opinion, and that is the Orb set. Choice Band, same exact thing. You're getting big boy damage right now. You're getting the EQ, you're getting the player up, you're getting the power up, you're getting the Ironhead. Both booyah. It's like 80%, dude, because Choice Band's 50, and then Sheer Force is 30. So this is almost double damage right off the bat. It's almost like super effective damage every single time. With super effective, obviously double. So between Sheer Force, between Stab, and between Choice Bands, you're getting between Choice Band and Ironhead Stab. That's double damage right there. Plus Sheer Force, another 30%. That's 2.3% damage if I'm doing the math, Pokemon math correctly. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. That is some big boy. Regardless if I'm wrong or right, the damage output is still there. It's still huge. Yes, you're not outspeeding anything, but anything is switching in, or if they got to switch, like if you got the advantage, they got to switch out. They switch something in. You get a prediction when they bring something in. You're doing some big freaking damage. However, you're locked into one move, so I said 9 times out of 10. I shouldn't say that, but 7 times out of 10, you're clicking Ironhead here to play it safe. You get in ball, get a prediction going, maybe read a Rotor Watch, like I said. Boom, power whip that bad boy, and I think it's going down, man. Between Band and Sheer Force, power. I would calculate, but I don't think the new Pokemon are in the thing just yet. But it is what it is, my friends. So that is that right there for the Banded set. So we got AV2, we got AV1, we got the Rock Tank. We got Life Orb. You can also run Stealth Rock on the Life Orb set as well, my friends. That's kind of cute. You have Stealth Rock Seer. You have Rock Seer. You could also run this thing as a wall. Its defenses aren't the best. Obviously, you can see they're both base 69. But if you invest a bit between the HP and except for example, if we did this real quick, if we did the old like this here, it's pretty good. You make it like impish. Because you'll get about the special attack, obviously. 133, 229. It's not too bad, my friends. Like, excuse me, it's not too bad at all if you ask me, but and then you can like Stealth Rock. He has no reliable recovery. He's gonna get worn down pretty quick. You run a lefties on him as well. That's why I'm saying like, yeah, you can run a wall version of him, but it's like you want to run it's like Mamoswine, you know, you want to get that damage out there. It's basically a Steel type Mamoswine, probably a little bit worse honestly because there's no priority, a little bit slower, well, actually way slower, but being Steel type gives you some nice resistances and yeah, my friend, so that is why I am loving this. Is AV2, so this should be Adamant. This should be lowered down to 4. This should be 162, and then, or 164, and then this is, whatever makes it 100. This is, there we go, make that there. Nope, that doesn't work, do it there. Okay, so yeah, that's AV2, and then if you really want to get cheeky, I don't recommend this at all, but you can indeed do a special Copperajah set. Earth Power for the Sheer Force boost. Snarl, because one of the options you got if you Gigantamax, because the Dark type Gigantamax attack, you can go with that. I don't know how Sheer Force works with your Gigantamax attacks, so if you go like Gigantamax, for example, Gigantamax Ironhead, I don't know if you get like, what's not Ironhead, whatever the Steel type thing is, I don't know if you get like, I don't know if Sheer Force affects that. If it does, that's incredible. Even more damage, my friends. Even more, because it's going to be like a base 130, 140 attack. It just gets crazy, my friends. The output would be even more insane. In the comments down below, let me know what you guys, if you guys know about that. If the Gigantamax form does get affected by Sheer Force. The attacks, the Gigantamax attacks get affected by the Sheer Force. Or the Dynamax effects. That'd be some good knowledge to have as well. But then you got Flash Cannon and Steel Beam because your special pool is really weak. Steel Beam does a lot of damage, obviously. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be Sheer Force boosted because you're losing HP here, but it's still a big damage doer. And then Flash Cannon is indeed Sheer Force boosted, but if you want to get cheeky, go for it, my friends, but I don't recommend that for me. Personally, I'm going AV1 or AV2. I have it bred already, I just got to EV train it, I don't know which one I want. AV2 seems like, I don't know if the attack jump is going to be that much of a difference because you are base of 130, that is huge. You still have 188 attack, regardless of being fully invested or not, that's huge. But we'll see, my friends, and that is your Copperajah guide for Pokemon Sword and Shield. If this video helped you out, show some love. Hit the like button down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Subscribe as well, because it helps spread the love of the Talent Squad all around. And by the time you watch this, I'm probably live on Twitch. So come over to my Twitch channel, link down below as well. As we breed, give away some 5IV Breedjects to you guys, and have a good old time there. Talent Squad, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time, my friends.